Welcome back to Tyers and Braaiers.
This week we're in Johannesburg, JHP, Jersey, Joetown.
Nobody calls it that, Nick.
Pioneers. This week it's rock cart and rally driving, poetry and prawns, roast duck and rain dancing.
It's East meets West.
And by that we mean Brakpan meets Parkhurst.
We meet Stanley, Crous, and their 1980s fire truck.
Fire truck, come aerobic studio, come poetry, passion wagon. We go from emotional poetry to poetry in motion.
In Brakpan, of all places.
The cherry blossom on top. A Chinese braai done in a Japanese style in a South African home. What is that? A Chinese cocktail?
No, it's my karate move, Nick.
Okay, I thought it was Bruce Lee's favorite cocktail.
No.
I'm Crous Venter.
And I'm Stanley Sierenberg.
A few years ago, I owned a Range Rover. Our neighbors, they fixed trucks. They wanted lots of money for it, and I offered my Range Rover as a trade. I fixed the mechanics up because it was standing quite a long time. It's a 1980 model. It's got a 315 motor in, and I think it's a UD motor. It's different. You think it's an ambulance, but it's a fire truck.
So is it an ambulance or a fire truck?
It's a fire truck.
With a fire hose?
We've gone camping with it.
Under a big thorn tree. Oh, that was lovely.
Drove to Magaliesburg and Rustenburg.
Because it only goes 80 kilometers per hour. That's very slow.
That's with the wind from the back. Average is 70.
I like the fact that I can dive in the back of it and my little studio and my passion wagon at the back. And I wanted to sell hot dogs out of the boot, and he said, no, you can write poetry at the back. I do one-man shows, and then I write the text myself, I direct it myself, and I do everything myself. And it's about events that happens in my life, which is very, very funny. And then by the end of the show, you cry, because I play a little bit of piano. And dan sal ek Lady Berger nog so blou vir jou speel, and then the whole audience cries.
Sometimes I do the lighting.
Hi.
Mana,
Hi.
Hello, who's it, Owens?
Nick.
how you doing?
Lekker
Nick.
uitgespaard.
What an incredible pair. I'm not sure where to start, but they basically, Krause brought out this fire truck from Stuttgart. They've never been to an actual fire, but it's blazing. Nevertheless.
Let's go, let's go.
Mince.
I love the way they did their introduction.
Yeah.
Stanley obviously is quite theatrical, and Crous does this thing with his eyes,
Yeah,
and he just now and then punctuates it with genade.
I think he's shocked. I think Stanley still shocks Crous
Yeah.
to this day.
Right, our session is just about breathing in, and let's breathe in positive energy and exhale all the negative energy.
Aerobics was, I didn't know it, but within myself and Nick
Then
are
we
the
need to
spirits,
loosen up a little bit,
fire
so let's go.
and water, and there's also the tsipa, which yeah, the tsipa came through
yes.
quite nicely.
You
Nick is
understand how
strong with the tsipa.
The force is
The tsipa
Strong
is
in
strong
me.
within you.
yeah.
So the aerobics was amazing. I had a great time.
And try to balance. You keep your tummy tight to balance. Relax the shoulders. And I'm going to say words, and if I give you the signal, you're going to just say, hey, Wena. All right,
Okay.
because you're going to get the anger out of
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Here we go. Start moving. This is now the air. Tip, 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 go, vesicle. Tip, 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 go, vesicle. Call the rain.
Rain! Rain! I just contacted the SA Weather Service, and you won't believe this, but half an hour after that aerobic session, the Cape Town drought broke.
We also hugged, and I feel that Nick might have stole a grab or Stanley stole, but there was a hug, and I will never be the same after that hug again.
Go visit, go visit, zipper, zipper.
They took us around Brakpan, and we ended up doing some poetry.
Dood van 'n geliefde. Ek is jaloers. Want jy sit ander kan die Melkweg en die volmaan. Geheel 'n ander koers. En sluk wegry, klik, klak, kletter, klapper, die staalwiele om die hoek, om die draai.
Stanley did some wonderful poetry. It was a bit macabre.
He has to be in a dark space to really be
Poetry.
creative.
It had something to do
I
with
think he's
the
too
dump.
happy. He's too happy at the
Yeah.
moment. So we didn't get to the level of sadness. I think he would agree.
Maybe you want to try poetry?
Yes.
We'll write the piece.
Come into my passion wagon and read for me.
Oh yeah, here's his poetry. Look, this is the first time Hez has performed poetry in public.
When you get ordered to write a poem on the double, you must know it's time for braai and trouble.
And I thought it was a valiant attempt. There were even things that rhymed.
Like what?
I don't think anything rhymed.
Let's go for a ride with Stanley and Crous on their big red fire truck. It rhymed.
There was 2 words.
No, there were more than 2 words that rhymed.
Fire truck. No, that didn't rhyme. It was coast, which rhymed with. No.
No, Nick, I said, if you ask to do a poem on the double, it can lead to a braai and trouble.
That's genius. That is. Breitenbach, eat your heart out, basically.
Nick then proceeded to do 5 poems.
I've got a couple of poems. The first is from Swaziland. That's a poem about table tennis.
There was one in Portuguese.
Uma casa portuguesa fica bem para o vinho sobre a mesa.
This is a poem from the East Rand. My love is like a red, red rose in Springs, Benoni and Brakpan.
And then he did his poem, his tribute to Stanley.
There once was a poet called Stan who performed in the back of a van. It wasn't so much of a van as a truck, and also you could lie in the back and fall asleep. Thank you very much.
I don't know how it's going at the back there.
And the truck? How much work have you put in?
We spent quite a bit of money because the engine was redone because it stood too long. And now I've got a very dependable vehicle. And I'm trying to save up to redo the back.
So he goes by his third name,
Krause, yes.
Johannes Christian Krause. Venter.
So I changed it to Coats. Coats, like a
Coats.
song.
Because?
Because I didn't want to say Jacobus or Christian or Krause. And then it's so
Coats is easier.
Coats. And then it became Bokkie.
And I mean, he's got quite a big personality.
Yes. That's why I always try and dress drab so they can be in the background, not to steal his limelight. Otherwise I might get reprimanded.
We're here at the Rock Raceway with fearless rally driver Kobus Groenewald. Kobus, do they call you the Rock of Brakpan?
Not really, but we try to be.
That's nice. Tell us what you're going to do with us today.
Give you the best, I would say, adrenaline rush that you've had in a long time. Being in a car doing 150 k's an hour on the ground road is going to be a bit of a rush.
A grondpad.
Front part.
That sounds very scary.
It's going to be.
Kobus Groenewald rally. Oh, here it is. Here's the Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock. Kobus, known as the Rock of Brakpan. What an amazing guy. He's been rally driving for, I don't know, 19 years, since he was 10 years old.
No, he's been racing cars
Racing
since
cars.
he was 10.
10.
He first drove a car when he was 9.
First flipped one when he was 11.
And then he met his wife at 12.
They gave birth to their first son in the car during a rally in Sanin in the mountains.
He now has 4 children.
Yeah.
So He obviously lives life on the edge and at a really fast pace. Who's going first?
Well, I think it would only be appropriate since we're at the rock raceway to play rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Rock. What the hell is that?
That's a rock.
That's a thumbs up.
Okay. No, but you got a 1, 2, 3. You don't
All
just
right.
out the blue it.
1, 2, 3.
What is that? Come on.
Okay.
Okay. So
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going first.
Oh!
I love you, baby. Ben, Adam, Sophie. I love you. Okay, you're all beneficiaries. Let's go, Quibus.
Good luck, guys.
You strapped in, huh?
Yeah.
So he took us on this course, which I think was actually designed to scare fathers into staying at home and looking after their kids.
Clearly didn't work for him.
You good?
Simon! Tasty nail!
He starts it off with this massive wheel spin, and then he accelerates to like 100 in like 50 meters. I think you don't understand what 150 kilometers per hour is on a dirt road. It literally feels like you're doing 3,000 kilometers on a dirt road because you're holding on, you're screaming. Apparently Nick screams more than me.
I screamed a lot.
It's really scary, and the rocks look closer, and there's sand everywhere, and your driver's trying to calm you down. Don't overventilate, he says. It's very scary, actually.
Yeah. Did you overventilate?
I tried not to.
All right.
The thing is, he goes really fast. But like, it feels like he's trying to drive the car.
Yeah.
And then he brakes.
Stuckant, I think is the word you were looking for.
Yes, he tries to.
He drive that car stuckant. He said it's like shark cage diving without the cage. Ah! Ah!
That was 50%. You good?
That was 50%. Was that 50%?
You're good to go?
No, I'm done. I'm done. Was that really 50%?
About.
Okay, I'm alive.
Oh, so the pot course today was very easy, man. I did an Italian sandwich, but like my take on an Italian sandwich, which is lots of cold meat on a baguette roll. So I took a baguette, cut it in half, toasted it, put some lettuce on it, then I put some cheese, provolone cheese, smoked turkey, some brisket, and then I put some olive oil, some lemon juice, and a bit of mayo on the top baguette and closed it up. Boom, sandwich done.
We're about to have putt course. Do you normally stop for putt course doing a rally?
I don't really eat. It makes me heavy.
Right.
And slow.
Also, you would probably lose.
That too.
How's it, guys?
Is
Since we've been on a fire truck,
Whoa.
on a rally car,
This.
I thought we'd go easy. Sandwich is good.
very good sandwich. Not kosher. Meat in the milk. But I enjoyed it. Quibus says he normally doesn't eat during a rally.
Yeah. Why, Quibus?
It makes me slow, I think. I don't like to feel heavy. No, maar gaan nou lekker eet.
Well, you
It's
said
nou klaar gery.
we felt like it was fast. He says it was slow. He says he was going at 50%. Did you feel like that was 50%?
I felt like
He was going easy on you.
I don't know if it was going easy on me, because I was on the edge there. I've never been so scared for my life.
You screamed a lot less than him.
Really?
Yeah.
Nick?
Yeah, it's good.
And Nick was trying to hold the roof and do funny ththings while it was racing.
I also felt like I had like a bit of a vasectomy because that thing was very tight.
A what?
Vasectomy. Stanley said it was very nice. Stanley used a particular word for it, which I can't quite remember now.
It was in Gale. He
was
said
in Gale?
he said he said the sandwich was Nora. No.
No. Beulah. Yeah. It would have been awkward if he'd said, no, the sandwich is so Nora, I wanted to Vera.
I'm glad he didn't say that, because I know exactly what that means. Driving around with Stan and Crous was really amazing.
Yeah, they're conflicting stories about how they met.
But now they're together.
Yeah. It ended well. All's well that ends well.
Stanley sang for me? Did he sing for
A
you?
rose is sweet by any other name. It's really a poetry-filled episode.
Loving it.
Hi, guys.
Hi guys.
I'm
Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Suki.
Hi,
Suki.
welcome to our home, to our East meets West Braai.
Yes. Yes. Take us inside.
Come through.
Thank you very much. Kevin and Suki, well, what a
Thank
combo.
you.
The chef and the stylist. She just made everything look beautiful, Suki. And Kevin Tong he's just, I don't know, he feels like he's just on point. His knives are just perfect and everything is where it should be. And Kevin Tong. And what a name for a Chinese braaier, Kevin Tong.
Clean cut.
And he showed tonight that it's not the size of your tongue that counts, but how you use it.
So, I'm looking at this braai. Is this a traditional Japanese style of doing a braai?
No, I would say it's a Chinese style, but we're using the Japanese technique of cooking
Yeah.
today.
The braaiing style today was classic Japanese. You had an hibachi style grill, original from Japan. And then to top it off, you used arinami. Arinami is the traditional charcoal used in a hibachi grill. It takes a month to make, and it sounds and looks like glass. It's one of the most beautiful things you've ever seen. So how many courses are we going through today? Because I see a lot of food
Yes,
here.
we're serving a traditional 9-course meal today.
Traditional 9-course.
Yes.
Why 9 courses?
With Chinese, it's always 8 or 9. And now the wealthy obviously go for 12 courses. It normally includes all ingredients and courses, which is balanced from seafoods to meats and also vegetables.
He had a roast duck where the skin was separated from the duck. And this takes 2 days. It's not like a one-day process. So on the first day, you pump the duck with air, and then it separates the skin, and then you cook it on the third day. And then he had some Chinese sausage, which tastes like chorizo. He had some prawns on a stick, the prawn lollipop. And then I think the pièce de résistance today was definitely the cod done in a salt crust.
I'm here, guys. I'm here.
Look at this. It's amazing.
I
Wow.
brought the millies. It's 5-second rule.
Wow, Nick. This is,
What's
look at
happening
this.
here?
This is a feast. We got Ellen prawns with the calamari, salt cod, millies that you just brought, whole duck, head to tail, Chinese sausage, lamb, all done traditional style.
No, this I'm fascinated by. I heard you telling his, that's a coating of what?
Salt crust flour. And the cooking is almost like a pressure cooking process. And once the roast is complete and is liberated, we should get a amazing, fragrant, well-cooked rock hard from Durban.
This is beyond impressive.
I don't know about in the Chinese culture, but in Jewish culture, it's, if anything bad happens, you throw salt over your left shoulder. But I don't want to take a salt off yet, so I'm just going to throw a milli just for good luck. So we head to the kitchen.
Great.
Awesome.
There were a number of side dishes as well. There was some noodles, jasmine rice, bao buns. The duck was served with plum sauce. So this menu was extensive. It was truly impressive. I think Kevin is an artist. He's not a braaier, he's not a chef. He's an artist. He knows good food and he makes good food.
This is a 9-course meal, and with Chinese, 9 courses is quite a traditional way of doing food servings. Again, a start and a finish, because the number 9 in Chinese is gao, which means chong chong gao gao. So we hope you're going to have a long and satisfying meal with us today.
Enjoy yourself.
Magnificent. How do we say thank you in Cantonese?
Doche.
Doche.
Noche. And cabana.
Dolce & Gabbana.
You with me. The fashion people.
Oh, yes. When I think of Chinese people, I always think of long tables and people eating together and sharing food and that family experience. And that's what I experienced today in Kevin's home. This style of food, everyone sitting around the table, laughing, sharing tea, sharing food, sharing stories. That was kind of nice. I'm quite impressed with the crispiness of the skin on the stock. It takes me back to my childhood.
The meal itself was, I almost couldn't eat it. It was just this spectacular sight. You know when it just looks amazing and you almost don't want to touch it, but it tasted as good as it looked. But I think they've shown today what a rich braai culture, what a rich diversity we have in this country. We can all come together with different flavors and braai to umtu, gabantu, wama Chinese, wama China. Goodbye, friends. Thank you so much for having us. It's been absolutely magnificent. This is a little gift for you on behalf of myself, Hez, and the Tyers and Braaiers. It is, it's probably a Fong Kong, but we hope you enjoyed it. It is made in China. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm on my way to catch a flight. Hez.
I'm having the dessert.
The bright dessert. I'm missing the bright dessert.
Good luck with your 8 courses, but
Thank you.
I'm having
Thank you.
9.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, Nick.
Goodbye.
Bye, Nick.
Bye, Nick. Thank you.
I miss you, Nick.
I love you too.
The cocktail today was a watermelon surprise, but it was basically just like watermelon syrup that was made in Kevin's kitchen with a bit of basil. And then I added a bit of lemon juice, some watermelon that I'd candied, some sake, and I added some ginger beer and a rose petal just to top it off. It was probably one of my prettier drinks that I've made so far. Also very tasty. Cheers.
So, cheers. Tell us what's in the cocktail.
Yamsing.
Yamsing.
Yes.
Cheers.
So this is my watermelon surprise. Since the theme of the cuisine was Asian today, I thought I'd go with some watermelon, some ginger beer, and a homemade watermelon syrup.
It's actually delicious.
I was really blown away. I mean, we had a grilled dessert today. It's our first time we've had a dessert done on the braai in the whole series. You took a pineapple, cut it into quarters, cut right under the skin, put some sesame seed oil, put some brown sugar over it, and put it on the grill. My word. Guys, you must try that recipe. It is amazing. Delish.
What a day it's been. You know, we've driven, we've done aerobics, we've done spiritual aerobics, we've cleansed ourselves, we've done poetry in a park, in Kempton Park. And we've had a Chinese South African braai. I thought I'd just end off with a poem. I think it would be fitting. And it's from the Kalahari. It goes, which is Damara for let us all come together and braai, except we don't have anything because we're in the Kalahari, except just a little tiny bit of water, which we will throw on this thing. It's donkey meat, but thanks anyway.